So I want to ask you also, you had some strong words because we are this is January 7th that we're actually recording this. So we're a year and a day removed from a dark moment in American history. I'm wondering, have you gotten any backlash from Trump supporters or people back in Kansas or anything because you were I think you gave a pretty strong condemnation to the election lie and to the insurrection that we saw on January 6th. Do you stand by those words, I guess, a year and a day later? And have you gotten any kind of hate from that?
To be honest, I can't even remember exactly what I said when I put out that statement, but whatever it was, I probably would stand by it today. I mean, I said what I believe and I believe what I say. And so, but yeah, I've never gotten any blowback from anybody one way or the other on those issues.
I'm wondering what it was like growing up in Parsons, Kansas, as a brown kid named Ajit.
That's a great question, but no, I think it's great, Jason, because I think so many, obviously, how we conduct ourselves now is kind of informed by who we were, back as a kid. And to me, at least, and I just went back home a month ago, or 2 months ago, rather, to visit my elementary school teachers and my high school teachers and others in the community, because Parsons really helped shape who I was. And I won't say it was easy. I was a pretty shy, awkward, dorky, gangly Indian kid with a little bit of peach fuzz growing into a mustache when I was 14. So just to say the least, I had my aesthetic challenges in the 1980s. But looking back on it now, one of the great things about Parsons is that it really embraced me and my family and everybody, in my view at least, regardless of who they were, in a way that I almost think bigger cities might not have been as accommodating. So, for example, when my parents retired from the local county hospital where they worked for some 42 years, this is back 2.5 years ago, hundreds of patients they had and doctors and nurses came and they just talked about how much they appreciated my parents devoting the better part of their lives to the small rural community. And it was just amazing. And so when I think back to my own story, it's just incredible. My parents came to the United States 50 years ago last month with little more than $8, a transistor radio, and just a belief in the American dream. And for me, at least, to have grown up in a place that sort of embraced my difference and wanted to learn more about my Indian background, or what did Ajit mean, like what does the name mean, that kind of stuff. It was a nice way to kind of get integrated into American society without some of the nastiness you might see in other milieus. So for me, at least, my difference is something I've always embraced. If you follow me on Twitter, I tweet a lot about my background and how proud I am of it. And to me, at least, that makes Americans stronger when we learn about everybody's differences. It's just great that we have a country like this where people can become whatever they want to be, regardless of what they look like or where they happen to come from. And to me, at least, that's the aspiration of America that I firmly believe in. Sorry to go on at length, but that's just something.
Not at all. So